Welcome student. In previous tutorial we see average velocity. Which tells us how fast an object is moving over a given time interval. But do not tell us how fast that object is moving in a instant. For that we have to define a different name, a different concept, which is known as instantaneous velocity. And this instantaneous velocity is defined as limit of average velocity as time interval del t becomes infinite similarly small. Mathematically we can write it as velocity equal to limit as del t tends to 0, time is going to be 0, and del x divided by del t, and in calculus we write it as v equal to dx by dt, and this is rate of change of position with respect to change in time. So it's a very simple concept and defined for how fast a object is moving in a very small interval, which average velocity don't tell us. And when we talk about instantaneous speed, it is not some kind of difference is only that instantaneous speed is just the magnitude of instantaneous velocity at that instant. Example, for taking as an example, minus 8 meter per second velocity and positive 8 meter per second velocity, both of these velocities are associated with same instantaneous speed, which is 8 meter per second. So it's very simple to understand. Now the next thing, acceleration comes. So what we feel in our daily life, that a body never moves with uniform velocity. We always think that body somewhat moves with some velocity at this interval, some velocity say 2 meter per second here, 3 meter per second here, and then it just slow down for a small interval, 1 meter per second here, and then it goes largely with 2 meter per second. So we see that velocity is not uniform over this interval. So what we feel, that body never moves with uniform velocity, there is always a change. So what should we call this change as? This change of velocity is known as acceleration, and we define it as the rate of change of velocity with time is defined as acceleration. There is also a another term which is known as average acceleration. How this is defined? This is defined as change in velocity with time for a time interval, written as a bar equals to v2 minus v1 upon t2 minus t1 equal to del change in v upon del t, that is change in time, and v1 v2 are velocities at t1 and t2 times, and SI unit of this is meter per second square.